Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Strider Chip. I'm back with another one here, brings brand new content a brand new way. Here to talk to you guys about a brand new deck of mine here, recently made. It's called right, Righteous Strike Gohan. This is one of my newer decks. I recently just made. I made actually two forms of this deck. I made just this is a recent one I just made here, actually not too long ago. I just tweaked it a little bit. As you can see, this one has a sideboard. That's why this one's a little bit more money. But at the end of the day, it's pretty much but essentially does essentially the same things. The main things you have your win conditions. You have two of the same win conditions in the deck, and I'm gonna talk about both of these decks. I'm gonna talk about the leader and the cards and everything like that, and why I chose these cards. I'll go ahead and talk about that. So let's go ahead and dive into the leader. This is righteous hearted. I think Gohan, righteous heart, Son Gohan, as you can see, the blue one leader here. So when this card attacks, it gets a 5k power for the duration of the turn, and then you choose up to one Dragon Ball card in your deck or life. You're gonna add it to your hand. Then you're gonna shuffle any areas you look through. Okay. Then after you make your wish here, you're gonna those 7 Dragon Balls from your deck that are in your deck from the drop area. You're going to choose one desired card in your drop. You're going to add it to your hand. That's basically what it do. Then when you flipped over, basically when you're awakened, you're in your wish side. Active main, you can choose one of those three, draw one, or you can choose one black or blue desired card in your hand with an energy cost less than or equal to the current energy you have and activates active main skill from your hand. If you do that, you have to discard that card you did activate from your hand to the drop area. You have to do that. And then his last effect, you can remove all 7 Dragon Balls from the game. If you do, you get a 15k boost and you get critical, and you get to untap 3 of your energies as well. That's pretty good. Now, a lot of people are not playing with this leader. I still think this leader is pretty cool. It's fun to play with. I'm obviously not playing a meta deck. This is obviously not a meta deck. This is just all for pretty much fun and game. You know, designing decks. I like designing the decks here. I love doing that. So I just love doing that. So let's go ahead and talk about that. Let's talk about the deck. All right. Boom. So as you can see, this is the deck I first created. As you can see, I have Android 17 Universe 7 unit. It's a 2-drop critical 15k power. Really, really good card. At that, it's a really, really good card. Just using 2 energy, playing it, swinging it as leader. It's critical right off the bat, so he ain't gonna use it. So I think that's pretty strong. Then we have Beerus, the Fickle God. You guys already know what it is. Energy exhaust. That's to be played in your energy. However, if you play this on the field, then all those blue and yellow energies that you do have, the multicolored cards you have in your energy, the effect does not work. As you can see, it's a permanent skill. If there is a card that is both blue and yellow in your energy area, other than this card, negate the card energy exhaust skill in any area. Then you get and when you play that card, you just draw one. So it's right off the back, it's a really strong card. Great Saiyaman Hero Justice. When you play this card, if your leader card is a blue Shenron card, you're going to choose 2 Dragon Ball cards from your deck, add it to your hand, then you're going to shuffle your deck. If you add cards to your hand, you're going to choose 1 card from your hand and place it to the drop area, which is pretty good. That's also pretty useful as well. Very, very useful. Then we have Son Gohan, Universe 7 United. Excuse me, Universe 7 Unit United. I think, yeah, United, my bad. So when you play this card, you're going to choose up to one of your battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or more in your drop area, and you're going to add it to your hand. So the point of this Gohan, you're using this card to search for your Power Patara of Vegito, Kefla, Zymos. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for that card, and you can do it. I asked the people on the forums here on Dragon Ball Super Card Game forum site on Facebook. Asked them just to make sure you can do it. So yeah, that is acceptable. Then we have Undying Spirit Son Gohan. I made the alternate version of this deck, and I didn't include this in it. A lot of people think this card is good. I think it. Yeah, I'm on the side of them. I agree that it's good. It just needs one little tweak to it. It says you can play this as a counter play, and then it has that multicolored card, permanent multicolored card skill. As long as a multicolored card is in your energy, you reduce the cost of that card by 1. Then when you play the card, you're going to choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less and return it to his owner hand. Then if it's your opponent's turn, you're going to choose 1 blue energy, you're going to switch it to active mode. I think that's my problem with it is that right there. The auto skill. It's him returning a 4-drop card to his hand. That means he has the opportunity to use it again. And I think it'll be better if it said if your opponent plays a 4 or less card, he has to place that 4 or less card at the bottom of their deck. I think they would have been a lot better. Very strong, but hey, it is what it is. Then we have Kefla has a rival on it. Only thing you're doing is you're playing the second auto effect, or at least the third one, if I should say. It says when you play this card, go ahead and go that. And because I saw you're playing it with a rival. When you play this card during your turn, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode, then negate the battle card skills until the end of your opponent's next turn. You're just negating skills on cards, slowing down your opponent. That's the only thing you're doing with that card. That's what it's designed to do. It's designed to slow them down. Then we have our second row. We got Vegeta striving to be the best. You guys already know what this is. When you play it, when you play this card, you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, annoying barrier in rest mode. Okay, annoying barrier and KO it. And if you KO a card, you're gonna switch one of your energies to active mode. This card is good. Then we have Champa the Trickster. You play in conjunction to Vegeta striving to be the best. These two are a combination plays that you're gonna use. You're gonna use Champa the Trickster first, right? Whenever he played on his turn, that goes in rest mode. Champa pretty much says when you're doing the same thing, works the same way as Undying Spirit, Son Gohan works the same way. When you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, annoying barrier, and switch it to rest mode. Then draw one if it's your opponent's turn. So you're going to switch that card to rest mode. Hopefully he won't be able to do anything with it when it's in rest mode, hopefully, depending on the card. And then on your turn, when it gets to your turn, you have Vegeta striving to be the best. If it's a card on the field you don't like, basically what you're going to do is this. You're going to use Vegeta striving to be the best, pop that card on the field, boom, he's not on the field. You got something you don't want. Then we have Shenron, the Wish Granter. I put 3 of them in the deck. You're going to use this in conjunction to your leader. This is what you're going to do it for. You're not obviously you don't have overwhelm in this deck, which is good. Everything's going to remain in the drop area just about. It says sparking 7, and you're going to have more than 7 cards in your drop area. I guarantee you that. So when you play it, you draw 2 automatically. Then you're going to choose up to one of your skills. So you're going to choose to give your leader 15k, and you're going to give him triple strike. That's what you're going to give your leader. Triple, it says leader or battle card. So you're going to choose the last skill. You can't use the other ones, but you don't want to worry about that. You don't want to untap 4 energies. What you want to do is this. You're going to choose up to one. You're going to choose that last skill. You're going to choose the leader. Give him 15k. You're going to give him triple strike. So I've already stated this before. If you guys seen my Son Gohan deck before, it's probably on my channel. You can go ahead and check it out. If you haven't, go ahead and check it out. Pretty much, you're going to use that skill whenever you're going for a game with Gohan. Gohan, whenever he's when you remove all the Dragon Balls, as you're gonna lose that last skill, you're gonna remove all Dragon Balls, right? And what's gonna happen is you're gonna be at 15k based off of Gohan's skill, and you have 3 energies already untapped. And you're gonna have critical, so you're at 30k. Then you're getting Gohan an additional 15k, making it 45k, 45k, triple strike, critical, and also keep in mind, guys. I put Call of Justice in this deck. I got 3 of them. You need at least 2 of these cards in your hand. At least 2. As long as you have 2 of these cards in your hand, then what you're gonna do, like basically you're going for game. This is the main win condition to the deck. Is Shenron the Wish Granter and Call of Justice. Okay, so you're gonna swing at him. Boom for the first strike, 45k. He says negate. Maybe he negated it. Switch you switch it back to active mode again with Call of Justice. You know what I'm saying? If you have 3 Call of Justice in your hand, good. That's even better. If you have that's strong. All I can say is very, very strong. And then you're gonna swing again. He says no to gates. You're at 45k. Triple strike, critical. He only has like 4 left. He takes a life. Then let's say you have another. Let's say you have personal ambition in your hand, right? You decide to use that. Our personal ambition is an active main skill on it. Yep, it says the active main here. I'm still looking at that right now. Personal ambition is active main. Then you're gonna choose up to one of your. You're gonna draw 1 card. Then you're gonna choose one of your energies, switch it to active mode. So you got a second energy. Let's say you had a third Call of Justice in your hand or so. You swing again. You're right. You have 45K. You want to combo with everything you got. Boom. He can't do anything about that. All straight. Very, very good. It's very, very good. So that's the main win condition. We have Great Sandman, Town Hero. You already know what it does. Auto, Sparking 5. Combo with it, draw 1. Just got to have 5 cards in the drop area to use the drawing effect. Then we have Power Patara, Vegito, Kefla, Zymos. Basically, this is another win condition to the game as well. Um, let's say you wanted to win a different way. You play it, your opponent has like maybe it says when your opponent has 6 or more energies or has 6 or more cards in rest mode, right? 6 or more cards in rest mode, 6 or more energy. You want to play this card by uh maybe turn 6, actually turn 6 at that. That's where you want to play it by at least turn 6. Um, you're gonna play this card, and then when you play it, you reduce the cost of the card by 5. I mean by 3. Play it by turn 5 if you wanted to. When you play the card, you get to choose up the 4 of your opponent's cards and switch it to rest mode. You can choose energy, and then you're gonna draw 4 cards at that. All right, so I'd probably choose like the rest of his energy if it were me. Then I draw those 4 cards, and then I'm gonna go ahead and swing at him. I'm at 40, triple strike. He has like 4, like maybe 3 life left, maybe or so. Triple strike, and I'm gonna go ahead and combo that out if I wanted to. Then we have Sensu Bean. You already know what it does. Untap 2 whenever you use the active battle skill on it. We know what Call of Justice does. If you guys know the game, basically what you're going to be doing with that is you're going to be so basically switching your leader back to active mode, allowing them to swing again. That's pretty strong. Flying Nimbus. You already know what it does. Negate the attack of whatever card it is. You got to discard one of your cards. Then only one more battle card can do the swinging. You use it. You want to use it for the leader. That way, only one battle card can do the swinging. Um, and then personal ambition. You have pretty much this says your leader is Shinron. I put this card in last moment because I didn't realize that. You're gonna draw 1. We already talked about it, but so I honestly they don't know need for me to talk about it. Dragon Balls, you already know what to do. Assembling Squad. If your leader is a Shinron card, you choose 1 battle card from your deck with an energy cost 2 or less, and you play it, and then you're gonna shuffle your deck. So that's actually pretty strong as well too here. So that means this is the targets here for that. That's 2 or less. Your targets are going to be Android 17, obviously. Great Sandman is a target, obviously. And Beerus, the Fickle God, is going to be a target for it, obviously. And then Vegeta Striper to be the best is obviously a target. These are obvious targets for it. You know what I mean? But that's the deck as it is. That's the first version of the deck. I have another version what I'm about to show off now. So the other version of this deck, as you can see, it plays a little bit differently. Well, it has it plays actually the same similar way. It's just I tweaked a few cards. As you can see, you still got some of the main cards. You still got Shimmer and the Wish Granters there. Still got it. You still got Power Batara Vegito that's there. You got your super combos. You got most majority of everything. Only a few things if you notice. There's 3 cards. So we have Food, the Mission Accomplished. Then we have Frost, Deadly Poison, and then we have the 1-star ball. Pretty much basically the same win conditions are the same thing. We have who's one of the main win. Are Shimron the Wish Granter is your main win condition. Then we have Fu, Mission Accomplished. Well, actually, no, not that. Then we have Power Batara, pretty much is the second win condition. Those are the only 2 win conditions to the deck. Really, that's really about it. This one, with this deck, if you notice, you're probably stalling your opponent out more. That's what you're going to do. You're going to stall your opponent out more. And, you know what I'm saying, you're going to slow him down so you can get to what you need to do. But this Fu, the Mission Accomplished, I think is a really, really good card. Especially if you're playing a black card. You're playing a black card in this deck. And it's definitely going to help out with attaining that card a lot faster. So you have an active main. So basically, you play this card on the field. You play it on the field, right? And then by maybe turn, you can probably do this all in one turn if you want to. Play it by the field by turn 4 if you wanted to. You could probably do that. By turn 4, you play this card, right? and then you use his active main, right? You're gonna remove this card from your drop area, right? And then you're gonna choose up to one of your black battle cards in your drop area or warp with an energy cost of 7, and you're gonna add it to your hand. So basically, the food the mission accomplished is a works in conjunction with Shinron the Wish Granter. Okay, so if you, let's say you haven't drawn Shinron the Wish Granter yet, then you're supposed to use that food mission accomplished to your advantage. That's the point of it. That's all it is. I recently bought that card recently. That's why I decided, yeah, that actually is a pretty good card to help you. It's a searcher for your black cards. That's all it is. A searcher for the black cards. And if you notice, I didn't put Gohan in this deck here. I didn't even put Gohan Universe 7 United. I didn't even put that in the deck, but I should have did that. I might have to tweak this deck a little bit more. Decide which card should go in it. False to Deadly Poison. Some of you guys already know what this card does here, but I'll go over it anyway. It has Energy Exhaust on it. I say one of these is good enough. Counterplay, when your opponent plays a battle card in rest mode with the skills negated for the duration turn, you draw one. Then if your life is 3 or left, you're going to choose one blue or yellow energy. You're going to untap it. So that's actually pretty good as well. And 1-star ball, you play this card with 1 energy. I think you draw one, then you discard one of your cards from your hand to the drop area. Then also your opponent is going to discard a card from their hand. So this card right here is actually pretty strong as well. I was thinking about putting more of those in the deck, but yeah, that's really about it, man. This is the deck for my alternate deck here version of it, and the other version. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Comment, rate, subscribe. More content coming soon, and peace.